Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium, site of tomorrow's third annual Popeyes Bahamas Bowl. As we were speaking up here just before the start, it's hard to believe that we are now in year 3, and it's been a year since the last game. But we are here again to have Eastern Michigan from the Mid-American Conference and Old Dominion from Conference USA will meet on this players because this time I want to introduce her.
And everyone's been classes.
Thank you very much, Hector. Obviously, this also doesn't happen without the help of our good friends at the Ministry of Tourism. There's a lot that goes into this event year-round, and there's a lot of people to thank. And one of the people who's tremendously responsible for the success of this event, the week and the game itself, is Ms. Joy Gibberlew, who's the Director General of the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism. Joy?
Thank you very much, Chris. So, Minister Dr. Danny Johnson, Hector, all our visitors who are here, especially our press, our media, representatives from the various teams. I'm just going to begin by saying, people often ask me, is my job difficult? And I guess today's a good day to answer that. You know, I think of the two teams who are coming in and who will be playing tomorrow. So Old Dominion Monarchs and Eastern Michigan. And I'm trying to think what the weather was like when they left their respective states. And as we look out the window here and I see how blue our skies are, the sun shining, our waters are absolutely beautiful. I say, what a hard sell to sell 80-degree temperatures versus maybe 20, 30-degree temperatures in December. So maybe my job is not that difficult. But it just makes it wonderful, a wonderful time of year to have a college bowl football here in the Bahamas. And we're just so delighted, and so delighted that nature is working with us and ensuring that the weather is picture perfect for what's about to take place tomorrow. So I just want to say, thinking about it too, there's something very interesting about this third edition of the Popeyes Bahamas Bowl for us, anyway, when we look about it. Because I'm looking at both the fact that the Eagles and the Monarchs, they have some history that they're bringing to this particular game. And so Monarchs, I want to congratulate them on their first bowl game ever, and to have your first bowl game here in the Bahamas. It's very special for us. I hope it's special for you. I hope that it's a game that you will never forget. And of course, the Eagles, I think, if I'm correct, it's been about 29 years that they've not been at a bowl. So for both of you, this is truly a very special event. The fact that it is special comes as no surprise for us, because when it comes to bowl games associated with the Bahamas, one of the things that we have come to expect is the unexpected. And so we look forward to number 3. The third edition being exactly the same and following in the past 2 bowl games that we would have had. For those who are visiting and who may not know, in the Bahamas, Christmas is about celebration. And it would be remiss if I did not mention the fact that Boxing Day morning, that's the morning after Christmas Day, in the wee hours of the morning, and we have a keen Junkanua next to me, so I have to be very careful what I say. We have a spectacular indigenous cultural parade called Junkanu. And so this is something, it has always been synonymous with Christmas. But all of a sudden, we're hearing something else being associated with Christmas in the Bahamas. And a few weeks ago, my phone started ringing and people started calling and asking, Popeye's Bahamas Bowl, are the tickets out? Are tickets available? So it's really incredible, it's wonderful, and it speaks to the success of our partnership that people are associating Christmas and the celebratory part of Christmas, not now, Minister, just with Junkanoo, but also Popeye's Bahamas Bowl. For us at the Ministry of Tourism, one of the important things is when we read something like the US Today poll, and that placed the Popeyes Bahamas Bowl at number 18 out of 40 bowl games to be viewed on television this Christmas season. So this year, the viewing audience of the Popeyes Bahamas Bowl on ESPN, and we thank ESPN for their partnership as well, is set to surpass the 2.1 million viewers of 2015. And that is just exceptional for what partnerships are about, to showcase the beauty of our destination when it's cold, in northern USA particularly, just want to add that, and people can see, you know, what it really means to have a warm weather Christmas destination and that football can be played in such an environment. And so I just want to really thank everyone. You mentioned our partners. This partnership could not have happened without the partnership, the involvement of everyone who's involved. So that's from Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen. You are also now synonymous in the Bahamas. And if the lines at your new location are anything like the lines at the first location, I think a lot of Bahamians, while they're enjoying the chicken, might be saying, oh my goodness, it's Popeyes again. But we wish you all the very best. So ESPN, Chris, obviously to Leah, to Richard, but our team at the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism who work so hard and so tirelessly to make this event the success it is with everyone else. So to the Monarchs and the Eagles, I just wish you both the very best for tomorrow. We look forward to an exciting game. Obviously, we say may the best team win, and we hope that the game is so exciting that people will go away saying that football really is better in the Bahamas. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joy. And now for a brief word from our friends at the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Culture, Dr. Danny Johnson, he and his group, which also involves the National Sports Agency, the NSA Bahamas, that handles the stadium and the grounds here. We really thank them for everything that they do for us year-round. And Dr. Johnson, time for you to let us know what's going on here.
Good morning, everyone. Are you ready for some football? Are you all ready? Yes. Let's hope so. It's going to be a dinger again. Last year in this stadium, I had about 50 kids with me from all over Nassau, and I said, oh boy, this is going to be a rough game, man, because the scores were up and the other team was down. So I said, I'm going to go downstairs and get me popcorn, a hot dog, and a Coke, and I'm coming right back. And all of a sudden, I heard roars in this stadium, and I think when I left, the score was like 30 to maybe 17, 15, it was double. I came back up and the score was tied. It was the fourth quarter and the score was tied. The game came down to the last play and the last second of that game. Everyone here had a great time. And I say good things happen when you bring sports people together. So I'm welcoming all of you here because a good thing always happens when we get all of us together. I want to welcome Hector back to the Bahamas. He has been here. When I saw him earlier today, I thought he was Bahamian. He done got his tan rocking. He got his jacket on. He learning how to dress in the Bahamas and everything. He had his swag going, had his beautiful blonde beside him. I say, Hector, get your passport, boy. And of course, our partners here as a government with the Ministry of Tourism. We want to thank the NSA, our National Sports Authority, and Lyndon and his team here for doing a wonderful job. Lee Miller for pushing as hard as she does. Lee knows everyone on the planet. When she calls you, you got to just brace yourself, so it's cheaper to say yes quickly. Of course, you got Richard Giannini here, who last year said to me, Danny, we got to do something about this field. and he's looked at a couple other fields around. We are, in this country, really determined to be the best at what we do, and the field wasn't that good, and so we replaced the entire field. And when you see this field, it is first class, top notch, the best you will see maybe this season on TV, period, ESPN. Another thing I'd like to add, we just have a university just opened, University of Bahamas just opened, who is our neighbor now. In a few years, we'll have 10,000 students who I'm sure will be coming to all of your games. You'll see many of them here tomorrow. And good things happen for young people when you get university environments. A great part of university and campus life is the sporting life of a school. And it's amazing we have here today a Bahamian alumni. You got to just wait for us. A young man who went to Eastern Michigan, who is here pulling for his team, but that is a Bahamian gentleman who went to Michigan to university and is now back home. That's how the thing works. It goes full circle. So as we are inviting you to our home to see what we do, sharing our Junkanoo, our sporting life, our culture, we're also having people go to your home to do the same thing. And so as I congratulate you all on this fantastic third edition, yet again, and I say that we are determined to become what I think will be the greatest sports destination on this planet, because all the conditions and all the people are in place. ESPN sees it, Popeyes sees it, and we know it, that now, they say all politics is local. So I leave you now, and I'm going to have to move kind of quickly, because as this press conference comes to a close, your second, right, in 2 years, your second mega Popeyes store opens on Carmichael Road. And Richard, I happen to be the MP for the riding called Carmichael. And so I'm going there today to give out some tickets, throw some chicken in the air, and cut the ribbon, and then run. So this is how we want people to understand that it's not just what you see on TV, it's not just young men playing football, it's young people who are doing great things, getting an education, getting exposure, having cultural exchange, understanding globalization. It is Popeyes coming into a community like the one that I represent and doing something, employing people, doing what matters, putting something on the main strip, putting your name up on the marquee. And the last thing before I leave, I had a nephew come in from New York, and he said that every store he went into in New York City, all he could see was Popeye's Bahamas Bowl. One come in from Washington, D.C. He said he was amazed and so proud that every time he would go to Popeyes, he put on his Bahamian shirt so that people could talk to him about the Bahamas. And one just came in from Houston who said Popeyes in Houston is crazy with Bahamas Bowl. So this is what this is all about. Go Popeyes, go Bahamas, and I think you have a great game tomorrow. Congratulations again.
Dr. Johnson, thank you for your kind words. At this time, we will take a very short break to reset for Old Dominion, and we'll get started again in about a minute. Yes. TJ, my pleasure. David? David, good to see you. Guys, real quick, let's push the talk. You'll see the orange means you're on. Okay, blue means you're on. All right? Yeah, go for it. We had Coach Wilder threaten to blow his whistle to keep this. So I'm going to take his lead and do that. Old Dominion plays in their first ever bowl game